So a big reason I bought this was to get off this flywheel, which this really old son of a gun wasn't doing. So without further ado, let's just test this. Oh wait, let me hold it. So I did forget to charge this, so I will be right back. So let's just slide this thing onto the charger. Why is this? There we go. Here we go. So let's let this charge for a minute. As that charges, pretty much what I'm doing is customer wanted me to swap a billet rod, flywheel, and 265 cam and valve springs over from this block, which got cracked, over to this new block, which I didn't record yet, but I have the billet rod in, and the flywheel is out, the old one. So now we just gotta wait for that to charge up. We're gonna swap that. My dad's gonna help me get the springs into that because they're 26, so they're pretty heavy. All right, so now I let this charge up, and I'm gonna have to use two hands, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, it came off amazing. Look at that. This might have been the best investment I've made in my entire mechanic career. This has so much torque. So now all we have to do is take this flywheel off. So you rethread the nut onto, You thread the nut on, and you take a screwdriver behind this and hit the nut with a hammer as you pry out. So I'm gonna do that. All right, so after plenty of hitting, I even had to heat it up right in the middle of the hub. I finally got it off, so now it's time to get off the timing key. It's the little key right there. So after looking at it, it's not offset, it's a stock timing key. So I'm gonna just use the one already in the keyway on the other motor. Now I'm swapping all these parts too. So now, after you slide the flywheel on, usually you would lap it, but this has already been lapped, so it's fine. There's a dot right here inside of the flywheel that lines up with this dot bump on the outside. So you line them up, you put on your nut, and usually there is a torque spec. I do not have a way to stop the flywheel from moving, so my torque spec is Ugga Dugga. So you just Ugga Dugga. And that is how you do your flywheel. Here's the flat top piston. And so now I'm gonna throw in the lifters and the camshaft, and then this bottom end will be complete. So these are your lifters. They go inside little holes inside of your block. This is not a great wrist position. Let me switch hands. They go inside of holes in your block. And then there's a dot on the crankshaft. Spin it until it's kind of around there. And then there's a dot on your camshaft at the top. And once you slide your camshaft in, you want to have these dots aligned, so it might take me a few tries, so I'll be right back. After playing around there, now in time you can see dot lines up with the dot. So that means this bottom end is complete and we can throw on the side cover. So all you do is slide the cover on, and then you push it, hold on. You just push it on, then the two dowels right here and here will line up, and then you put your 6 bolts in. So here there's an actual torque spec, 17 foot-pounds, so I will be actually torquing this to spec. Now all of those bolts are torqued down, so the bottom end is complete. And that's the work, that's all the work I can do today. Oh, and coil gap this to 30 thousandths of an inch. That's what it is for Built Flyways. I did that off camera. But that's all I can do today. I'm waiting on the valve spring compressor to get those out. So I'll see ya.